Oh,
Is moving truck the one that moves people around in the paint? Well, like when you're fucking boxing out and shit.
yeah, but from what I from what I understand, it's not really worth anything. Especially like for park and all that, it really don't do much.
I play rec. I don't fucking play park.
Yeah, even for rec. If you're playing rec, you want a Hall of Fame. Was it rim protector? Um, I guess it depends on what you do. But Hall of Fame rim protector is huge. Like you only have to be close to them to affect their shit.
I know I got Hall of Fame rebound. I
What
could
is
have
it?
Hall of Fame
Intimidator. It's Intimidator is the one I'm
Intimidator.
talking about.
I get 29, so that's what I could get. 8
Yeah.
Hall of Fame badges, or no, 7 Hall of Fame badges. But I was gonna do like 2 Hall of Fame and like a bunch of golds, or 1 Hall of Fame and a bunch of golds. Because I can get up to like 8 golds and a Hall of Fame badge with as many badges as I got. I was gonna try, what is it? I already got Rebound Tracer, Hall of Fame, that shit's a must for glass cleaner. Let's go to Intimidator, what's the other? Box, Tireless Defender, Rim Protector, Post Smooth Lockdown. Fuck, what are the other ones? Clamps is probably gonna be silver. Interceptor silver. No, I'm just talking.
All right, Madden Jesus, stay on my side this game.
10 vs 10 mosh pit. It's actually hardcore. I've never done it. Yeah. I wonder how
What
crazy
is?
that would be. Hardcore 10v10 mosh pit.
Wow, sounds like a shit show.
Yeah, I'll try it. See what it is. Are you still playing, King, or are you done?
Yeah, I'm still playing, but I gotta go. I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
All right, Coach. Autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at...
Oh my god.
Oh wow, this is a ground war map. Anaya Palace. Patch 11 behind the back is returning. Stupid.
Yeah, that was broken, and now they're trying to bring it back after they fixed it. No,
they fixed it.
They fixed it. It was before that. If there was a screen, the person ran up, caught you in the screen, and then did it behind the back and shot. It was pretty much fucking automatic.
They created like almost 5 or 6 feet of space. That's how much space. Now it only creates like a foot or 2, but it was creating hella space. It was stupid. I don't know this map.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Even if you had like a big, like there was no way to fucking like stop it, basically. I played in that league on 2K. It was basically a my player league, but you were on teams. There's some fucking ridiculous players out there, man. There's some dudes that just don't miss ever.
I was playing with a guy like that last night, and I was on my 6'11" glass cleaning lockdown, and I was playing against a 6'6" perimeter lock, or 6'6" or 6'5", but it was fucking ridiculous, stupid. They were getting mad at me because I couldn't. But this guy was scoring 40 or 50.
I was saying, I don't know how they expect the glass lock
autumn in
to
full swing,
shut down
and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field, just outside of the District of Columbia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins.
This is the map I watched live.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, I don't even know where the fuck to go, to be honest.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. For the Redskins, send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
This shit is actually faster than I thought it was going to be. Who's driving an ATV?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Ito Smith, his first carry.
Just
a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got three down.
2nd and 9 now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check. 3 down.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Lawton caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hit marker with the fucking LMG.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 36. Check.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go. Somebody ending. 54. Right, 54. Here we go.
Guy Geis, they'll try to run it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
I watched it first.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
On second down, here's Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, I see you now, faggot.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Lawton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down.
All the way up top on the fucking freeze.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
I'm going to go back over there just 3 times.
Check 26, check 26.
They go play action with Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
Oh, look inside that
move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
I keep going the same area. But...
This is Geis. The 20. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
I probably went 7 and 15.
Here we go. Watch twist.
It's Geis on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
They'll run with Smith. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stupid. Goddamn Cowboys.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
So you guys are going to tag that. Sign on Murray, I guess. I don't know what. That's the only thing I think I was tagging that.
On the counter, it's Smith. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Explanation of why they were tagged back is to see if he works good with Mike McCarthy.
He doesn't want to play under the tag, so he'll probably hold out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
In all honesty, he does.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawton throwing right, and that's complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the gun. Lawton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
What's up, guys? It's Super More IT with Clever News, and I don't know about
so after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawton. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Stranger things sparks when there's any score fourth and final season into halves. I'm glad he didn't read the other part then. Like this is supposed to be coming with 16 too.
54 right there, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
No, Mandalorian season 2. Yeah, it's still nice.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Just like that. Just like that. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Sponge, sponge.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Steelers in Baltimore will fuck the base of the hot dose. And all the food's going to be coming.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Which is season 2 implemented.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to take a shot, and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Altered carbon.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, Lawton. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Narcos Mexico season 2.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Starship Troopers. Go on the 3rd floor. When the fuck is this game?
Throwing again. Lawton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
So they switched into Anthony Mackie. Yeah, no. I mean, it kind of fits because they swap bodies all the time, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards.
The first Avenger movie, I watched it all the way up to Thanos, where
so the big
Iron
play
Man
has him
pisses
all the way
off,
down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
I guess after today, tomorrow, Vikings is going to run mid-season finale bullshit, and Shameless is almost, its season's already done.
You got three down.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Waiting for the last kingdom to come on.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check. 3 down.
This might be kind of frustrating for him.
Another try for Smith. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He's on a walkway.
Back to throw. Lawton. pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
He's in the corner of B.
At their own 25-yard line.
This.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Following the penalty, it's Geis. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 22-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
A quick throw complete to Chark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
He's above us.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, get out of here.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking long for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
I was going to shoot him, but I couldn't.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big blitz.
Oh my God, that's what just
Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw. Lawton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Oh, my bad, Crawl Diddy.
receiver. Check three, check three, check three. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
On first down, Lawton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm fucking shooting you, man. Whatever.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run the counter. Smith. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawton. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
No, it's still there. I'm still here, too. Damn, they're awesome, right?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
86 to man, 86 to man. Watch it. Check.
On 4th down, Lawton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now. It's Smith. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Lawton.
Cheers. Fucking beating them, cheers.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns
that
anymore.
what?
You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there out of guys.
Yeah, Koo showed up.
44 yards.
With that chip, too?
Yeah.
Is it the one that took a picture
So the
of?
big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Geis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Y'all want to pick me up before you guys start?
Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I should have put out a long time ago.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Smith. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard as it leads to a 3rd down.
What branches?
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
There's that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
There's a fine line of fucking disrespect that I'll take from somebody above me.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Unfortunately, in the military,
but we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered.
You don't have too much of a choice.
He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
You get in trouble while you're in it, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
I already got a fucking good-ass job lined up when I get out, so I could care less what the fucking... it's
throwing on first down. Lawton. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
No matter what
and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
10 people. I haven't even seen nobody.
On 1st and 10, Lawton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
Fuck, this map's big. Holy shit.
This defense is continuing to contest
how'd this guy fucking, what?
That is
He's in the spawn.
Downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again.
The dude's on PC.
That's complete to Smith.
How fast they can turn on.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
This might be one of those things that you have to
and they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. A first down carry for Smith. And it's Reuben Foster.
I don't even know where to fucking look. I feel like 10 people is not enough on this map.
Drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Single.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16.
That's the area.
Woohoo, I got someone.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun. Lawton. And he's going to go down again.
Looking for him too.
Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end.
You can execute
but after giving
teammates.
up back-to-back sacks, has really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5.
I don't even know where these kids are.
Yeah,
how do you even see me?
Offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's fucking stupid, man. I can put an ATV in here if there's going to be one shot. Like, I mean, I know it's hardcore, but give me some type of protection.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
He just runs away from the tag.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check.
Well, guess I'm not getting a good game back.
And they will take a knee here.
Played one of the guys in my division, and I said good game, and I don't think he wants to say it back.
Do you rope him or something?
35-15. I mean, he scored 15 points.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Washington, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't see anybody for like 5 fucking minutes, but as soon as I turn my back, 2 of them pop up. Come on. Fuck off that ATV, bitch. The fuck out of here, man. What the... hate these guns.
He said, I said good game, and he said why. What? How do I answer that? What? Oh, man. I don't... Oh, I don't know. Like, everybody knows how I play.